how do we back up our database? Consider you have a database, okay, local database, and you have a RDS, AWS RDS. Okay, now you have a local database in your local system. This is AWS RDS in the remote system. As part of this session, we'll discuss how do you replicate your data in the local database to a remote RDS. You have your application. The application is having some database, and you wanted to take a backup of that particular database in the AWS RDS, and similarly vice versa. Okay. Now you have a AWS RDS running in the remote system, and you wanted to take a snapshot or backup of the AWS RDS database in your local system. How do you do? This is what the total intention of today's session. We create a AWS RDS MySQL database. We keep the database as an empty database. Let us go back to a Redicate account. Create database and MySQL dev test. I keep my database as database -1 and a master password. I'll say 1 to 8. And the remaining settings I'm going to take as a default settings. Except one thing, I'm going to take my database as a public database. So public access is yes. Virtual CPUs, I'm going to select only 2 virtual CPUs. Okay. So I'm going to go create database. So it will take some time to get this endpoint as well as support. Configuration, if you look at the database name is empty. Currently, we don't have any database in the AWS RDS instance. Go to terminal or any command line utility. Or set the path. Okay. First, I'm going to enter into my MySQL prompt. So the command is MySQL -u username. That is, my username is root, and it's a password-based authentication. And the database which I wanted to use is sample DB. Okay. Enter the password. Now I have entered into my MySQL database. So first of all, I wanted to check how many databases are there in my local system by using show databases command. So I have information schema, MySQL, performance schema, sample DB, and this is. So sample DB is the database which I'm going to replicate in the AWS RDS. Use sample DB. Okay. So I wanted to check how many tables are there inside sample DB. Under sample DB, I have only one table login. Select star from login. This is my table. Okay, fine. Now flush tables with read lock. Flush tables with the read lock is the first command. So what is this flush tables with the read lock? flush tables means is forcing all open tables to be closed across all the databases. And if you say the flush tables with the read lock, it closes all the open tables and locks all tables for all databases with a read lock. So this read lock will continue until you explicitly release it. It means that until you explicitly unlock it. So this is a very convenient way if you wanted to take a backup. Once you specify this flush table with a read lock, insert, update, delete, replace, alter statements cannot run on your database. And also sets the flag to block commits. It means that it blocks all the commits. Set global read underscore only equal to on. So what does this command does? Consider your database might be a slave database sometimes. If it happens to be a slave database, then the server can overrule all the constraints you mentioned on the database. So it means that when the slave is read only, it is not 100% shielded from the external queries. So it is always a good practice to set the read only on slave servers to prevent any accidental writes by the masters. So these two commands is supposed to set initially before we take the backup on the remote system. So the moment you set the flush tables and set global read only on, you can come out of the SQL prompt, MySQL dump, followed by the username, root, and a password. After that, the database which you wanted to take the snapshot. Okay, sample DB is the database which I wanted to take the snapshot, and write it to the file name called sample dump.sql file. My sample dump -u root -password sample DB, write it to sqldump.sql. So what it does, see, this particular command creates the SQL dump. If you open and see this particular file, this particular file consists of set of statements to back up your local database. Okay. Now you have created the dump file in the form of .sql. Now you have to upload this particular file in the environment where you wanted to take the backup. Okay. So I wanted to take a backup of this particular database in the AWS RDS. So first of all, if you want to take a backup in the AWS RDS, you supposed to get the endpoint of the AWS RDS. So go to connectivity security and get the endpoint of the RDS. Once you copy the endpoint of the RDS, you can execute the following command, MySQL command, followed by host, the host name, where you wanted to replicate your database. I wanted to replicate it in the AWS RDS. So I'm giving the endpoint address of the AWS RDS, followed by username, the username which you have supplied in the remote database in the AWS RDS. So the username which I have supplied in the remote RDS is admin. It's a default username in AWS RDS. Supply the password. I wanted to create a database called MyDB from the snapshot I have taken it from the local system. That is called sample dump. I'm reiterating the same statement one more time. MySQL command, and host name where you wanted to take the snapshot, and give the endpoint address of the AWS RDS, and the username which you have supplied in the AWS RDS, that is admin, and the password followed by the database which you wanted to create in the remote system, the dump file you have generated on the local system. Okay, executing this particular statement will create a new database in the AWS RDS. Now it is asking a password. This password supposed to be the password which you have given in the AWS RDS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what the password I have supplied. So it says unknown database in MyDB. So it is expects that you're supposed to create a MyDB first in the remote RDS. So what we can do, we can log into MySQL Workbench, and using endpoint. So I'll say sample2 and host name, give the host name of endpoint name, password, and test the connection. Some problem here. A connection is success. Give OK and enter into the database. I'm going to create a new database. So create database as success. You can also execute show databases. Okay, so MySQL DB was now created. This is on the remote RDS. Now you can execute the same command again. MySQL hyphen the host name where you're supposed to specify the endpoint name, username, password, and the database where you wanted to replicate, and the dump file name in the local system. Okay, it is success. Now you can go back to the database. Now this is the environment. It connected to AWS RDS already, and you can say use MyDB. Then after this statement, show tables. Now look at this. So login is nothing but it's a table which we have created inside a sample DB, and you can also execute the command select star from login. The same content which you have it in the local database is transferred to the remote RDS. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my local database. Local database. Supply the username password for the local database, and you're supposed to set global read only equal to off. Unlock tables. Now these two commands will help you to resume your table for the normal operations. So how do we do vice versa? Consider we have a database on the AWS and we wanted to take a backup in our local system. Okay, how do we do that? That is what our second part. It is exactly, ultimately it's the same commands. The order in which we supply will be different. Okay, I'm going to exit from the database. Okay, no, before that, I'm going to go back to the same database. I'm going to drop the database, okay, or drop the tables inside the database. Use sample DB and show tables. You have show tables. Drop database sample DB. Create database sample DB. Okay, now this database has created, but the content of the database is empty. Use sample DB, execute statement, show tables. Okay, now empty. Okay, there is no tables are there in the sample database. Okay, now what is that we are going to do? Now we have a database in the AWS RDS environment. We are going to take the backup of the database, and that database we are going to move it into the local system. Okay, exit from the MySQL prompt first. So if you want to create a dump, of course you're supposed to use the same MySQL dump command. Now, from where you wanted to create the dump? I wanted to create a dump from the remote RDS. If that is the case, you have to supply the endpoint address of the remote RDS in the MySQL dump. Okay, then username in the remote RDS is admin, and you supply the password. And which database you wanted to take a snapshot, you specify the database name. So MyDB is the database which is already existing. And you create a dump. Okay, so for example, I'm going to create a dump called AWS dump.sql. So what this particular statement does, it takes the dump file of the remote AWS RDS database. Password you're supposed to supply, okay, AWS password. Okay, now this particular statement has successfully created the AWS dump. You can open with a editor and you can see. See, look at this, it is properly created the dump. Actually, this is the dump created from the remote RDS. Now the procedure is literally same. Consider now you have AWS RDS dump in your local system. You can use this particular dump to create the database in the local system. Creating a dump, you're supposed to use the command MySQL dump. From dump, if you want to create a database, then you have to use a command called MySQL command. MySQL and supply the username, root, it's a password, and the database which I wanted to create, sample DB, and from where you wanted to create, I wanted to create from AWS dump.sql. Okay, execute this statement and supply the password specific to the local MySQL. Okay, by this time it is created. Now we enter into the local database. Enter into the database. Okay, now you can execute command use sample DB. Okay, and you can say show tables. See now the login table has copied from remote RDS to local system. Okay, you can also see select. Okay, now there are 4 rows. It's successfully retrieved from the remote database.